Hi guys, welcome back to the platform. We have a spine safe flow today, so focusing on mobility and strength in the spine and also bone density, so improving our bone density. The style of the class is beginner, so it's going to be lots of slow moves and you don't need any equipment for this flow. And we're going to start lying down on our backs. So come down to lying on your back. I want you to just have the feet hip distance, the heels in line with the sit bones, and you're just going to relax the arms down by your side. It's important that we get into this first position correctly. And you want to have a neutral spine. So you don't want to be pressing your lower back into the mat, and you don't want to have a deep arch through the lower back. So naturally our lower back slightly arches. So you've got a little bit of space. If I had my fingers, I could slide them just underneath. And you want to be balancing that bowl of water or that cup of tea on the tummy. And just relaxing all the way down. I'm just going to take a deep breath in through the nose. And then as you breathe out, reach the fingertips towards the heels, the shoulders slide away from the ears, and the chin draws down towards the chest. So lots of lovely moves for the spine, a slow style class. Take a breath in through the nose and press your lower back into the mat. So feel that imprint, the lower back connecting to the mat, to the ground, wherever you are. And then you're going to start to press through the feet and lift the hips up towards the ceiling. Lifting the chest, lifting the hips, feeling the stretch through the front of the thighs and rolling the hips up one vertebrae at a time. Now, really important here that you roll down from the back of the heart first, then the middle back, and then the lower back, bringing the sacrum all the way down and finding that neutral pelvis again. Take a breath in through the nose. Press your lower back into the mat first, so you can feel your tailbone lifting slightly up off the mat, and then continue to lift, 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 up into that bridge. So it's so important that we roll up and down through the spine rather than coming up and down with that flat back. Roll down from the back of the heart, the middle back, the lower back, bringing that bum safely down. So we're starting to warm up through the spine, the lumbar, and just working our way up to building that strength through the glutes and also through the hips and our shoulders. Again, press the lower back on the inhale. As you exhale, push the hips up towards the ceiling. Important that we don't flare the rib cage here, so keep that rib cage closed. And then roll down one vertebrae at a time. So feel the spine slowly coming down. 4 more, tilt the pelvis. Feel that connection through the lower back. Hips start to lift, knees stay hip distance, and the knees should come up over those ankles. And then roll down through the spine, so adjust where you need to. 3 more, tilt the pelvis, lift all the way up, gorgeous. Draw your chin down towards your chest, and then roll slowly down through the spine. Finding neutral inhale, press the lower back. Feet press, spread through the toes, find that base. And then feel that magic as you roll slowly, one vertebrae at a time. Our final one, we're going to hold the bridge up. So pressing into the hands for support as well, those forearms. You're lifting all the way to that high bridge position. Try and keep the hips level here and try not to let the hips drop and dip down. So we keep them level and lifted as you lift the right knee up to tabletop. So right knee comes up over that right hip, and then you place the foot down where it lifted up from. Inhale, exhale, lift that left knee up. Left knee over left hip, and then place the foot down. Breath in. Exhale, lift the knee. Gorgeous, keeping that position so you can feel the lower back really starting to engage here. Lift the left knee up. And then place the foot down exactly where you lifted up from. 4 more, alternating. Right knee, press through the forearms. Good, hips stay level and lifted. For 3, Try and bring that knee right up over that hip. Last 2. And then last 1. Place the foot down and then roll down through the spine slowly. Well done. Really, really good. Just hug your right knee in towards your chest. Interlace the hands on top of the shin and just pull the knee in towards you. If you've watched a lot of the slow flows on here, I probably say the same thing every time. I love slow flows. I love connecting with the breath and the body and yeah, just taking my time on the mat. Good. Bring the foot down and then bring the left knee in towards the chest. And then drop the foot down. Gorgeous. So we're in the neutral spine. We're not imprinting the spine and we're not arching. We're balancing that cup of water on top of our tummies. Keep the arms down by your side and float this right knee up to tabletop. So right knee over your right hip. And then feeling that strength through the lower abdominals, the lower back, lift and hover that left knee. So straight away those lower abdominals are engaging. This is great to build strength through the lower spine, so through that lumbar spine. If this is enough for you today, just stay and hold this here. If you want to come into toe taps, you tap your right toe down to the mat without bending the knee and then lift the knee back to tabletop. So a lot of the time we bend the knee and tap the foot down. What we want to do here is hinge from the hips, tap the foot down and lift back up. And we want to avoid arching that lower back. So we're keeping it nice and steady here. Tap down on the exhale for 4. Last 3. And 2. And last 1. Both knees over your hips. Flex the feet and just bring your right foot down and bring your left foot down. So a lot of the time when we are focusing on building strength and mobility through the spine, this also means creating strength around the areas. So when we're focusing on strengthening the lumbar spine, so the lower spine, we want to also build strength in the glutes and our core to support the system. Good. Again, hug the right knee in towards your chest. Just take a little stretch here. Take a breath in and then take a breath out. And then swap over to the other side. So bring that left knee in. And then bring it down. From here, I want you to stretch your left leg nice and long, all the way along the mat and flex your foot. Pull the right knee in towards the chest and then take your hands behind that right thigh and start to extend the leg up towards the ceiling and bend. So I can appreciate that this might feel quite tight to start with, especially if you're tight through the hamstrings. So you, as I said, you can hold the leg above or below the knee, wherever you're at with your flexibility. Lengthen the leg and bend. And then you're going to keep the leg extended and you're going to bring your arms down by your side. Point the toe up towards the ceiling. It's okay if the knee is bent here. And you're going to take that right leg across the body to the left. My right hip is lifting up off the mat. You're circling the foot down towards the left foot, back up and over the hip. Let's try 3 more. Over to the left. Circle down, around and up. 2 more out to the left. Circle down, around and up. Last one, out to the left. Circle down, around and up. Hold it here. We're going to go to the other side. So the right leg goes out to the right, left hip stays down, circle down, around and up. 2 more out, down, around and up. Good, 2 more out, down, around and up, and then last one, out, down, around and up, and pull the right knee in towards your chest for a stretch. And just flex your left foot. Take a deep breath. And then slide the right leg along the mat. Well done. Let's go on to the other side. So pulling the left knee in. Getting a nice stretch through the lower back as well as the groin, lower abdominals, hips. And then let's go the same on the other side. So take the hands behind that left leg and just start to extend and bend that leg up towards the ceiling. One side might feel a little bit tighter than the other. I always feel a little bit tighter through my left side. It's probably why I started on the right. Good, keep those shoulders nice and relaxed. You can always pop a little blanket underneath your head at this point and also a rolled up towel just to give you that support. Just as long as the head is in line with the spine and it's not lifted. Okay, let's take that extension. The left leg goes over to the right side, left hip lifts, circle down, around, and back up. 3 more out. As I said, you can have that knee bent, whatever feels good to help support you in this move. We're focusing on the hips here and that lower back stability. 2, and then we're going to change direction. Last 1. Lift the leg up, hold out to the left, down, around, and up, out, down, around, and up. 2 more, out, down, around, and up. Last 1, out, down, around, and up, and pull the knee in towards your chest. And extend the legs nice and long, and just roll over onto your right side safely. Good. So we're going to bring our knees in towards our chest. I'm going to rest our head all the way down into our forearm. What's important is that the knees aren't directly level with the hips. It just feels quite tight, it feels like I'm pressing the spine. So you want to pull the knees a little bit further away so they're not quite directly level with the hips. Good. Glue the knees and the feet together. And you are going to interlace your hands behind your head. Take a breath in. Exhale to open up, look up towards the ceiling or the sky, whether you're doing this outside. Good. Inhale back to center. And then exhale, open. Inhale, come all the way back, and this time we're going to bring in our left arm. So have the palm facing down towards the ceiling, have the head nice and relaxed. Take a breath in, slide the hand forward, and then lift the fingertips all the way up towards the ceiling. Keep the head down on the mat. And find a rotation here. Inhale, coming all the way back. Tap the hand down, slide the hand forward on the exhale, and big stretch up and over. They feel amazing, so we're going to do 3 more. Take a breath in through the nose, slide the hand forward, keep the head nice and relaxed. Feel that rotation and twist through the shoulders and the upper back, keeping the knees together, keeping the knees down on the mat. Inhale, coming back. And then last one, head stays nice and relaxed. Reach all the way up and over. And then coming back and sliding this left hand a little bit further towards the body for some support. Take a breath in through the nose, keep the feet glued together, and you're just going to open this top knee. Now, making sure that the hip doesn't slide back, you want to keep the hips stacked, and it's just an opening through the hip. And as I said, strengthening the areas all around the spine, so the glutes and the hips. Here you can extend your arm out if you feel that's a little bit more comfortable. Good, open on your exhale. Exhale, lift, keep the feet glued together. Big exhale for 6, 5, good, 4, 3, last 2, and then last 1. Hold it up and then release down. We're going to reverse this. So knees stay glued together. Inhale, exhale, lift the foot, tap it down. Good, 8 more, lift. Tap it down. So we're getting that internal rotation now of the hips. Good. 3. Palm facing up towards the ceiling. 2. Good. And then last one, feet come together. You're going to press the hands into the mat, keep the knees stacked and the feet stacked, and you're just going to take a side bend. Coming up, and let's go on to the other side. So as I said, a slow class, but beautiful movements just to help with that spinal mobility and building that strength. So, head is resting all the way down. Knees are pulled in towards your chest, but not as far as they are level with the hip. You want to just slide the knees away and rest the head down and interlace that hand behind your head. Take a breath in through the nose. Exhale, open up to that first rotation. Inhale, come back. Take these really slow. Keep those knees together, the knees stacked. Let's try 3 more. Big exhale as you open up. And come back in. Inhale, open up. Maybe you're getting a little bit further with that rotation. Last one, and then we introduce that arm. Good, coming back, extend your right arm. Get a breath in. Keep the head nice and relaxed. Open out, knees together, knees down on the mat. Gorgeous. 3 more, reach. And center. And final 2. And then last one, we're going to open all the way up. And then you're going to extend your left arm, rest your head down, and we're going to go into those lifts. So feet are glued together. Take a breath in through the nose and open that top hip. So open that right knee. This right hand is sliding back towards the chest just to give you that support. Either hand flat or up on those fingertips. Left palm up towards the ceiling. Make sure that right hip isn't sliding back. You're just opening the knee and not pulling the hip back. Keep the hips stacked. So find that range. 6, 5, gorgeous, 4. Inhale, exhale, lift. 3, 2. Last 1, we go into that internal rotation, lift the knee, lift the foot even, keep the knees together. 6, 5, gorgeous, 4, head nice and relaxed. Gentle movement today. 2, 1. Close the knees, bring the feet together. Push up to that side bend. So the knees are stacked and the feet, and take a nice stretch up and over for that side body. Relaxing all the way down. And now coming to the front of your mat, I want you to bring your feet together and have your knees out wide. So everyone's range and mobility and flexibility through the hips is different. So your knees might be here, here, coming down. So wherever you're at, this move is still going to be great. What we're doing here is we're hinging from the hips. We're supporting that strength through the lower back. So just start by resting your hands down on the thighs. Thighs on the shins, wherever feels comfortable. Shins, knees. Sitting up nice and tall, closing the rib cage. So really straight spine to start with. Take a breath in through the nose, and you're going to hinge from the hips. So straight back. Try not to lift the chin and flare through the throat. Head stays in line with the spine. And then just coming all the way back. Breath in. Exhale, we are going to hinge. And then draw all the way back. Lovely. Inhale. Exhale, hinge. Hold it here. Reach your right arm level with your right ear. Drop the hand down. Slowly hinge all the way back. So moving as one unit, come forward. Lift that left arm up. Bring the left hand down and return. One more each side with the single arms. Inhale. Exhale, hinge. Right arm lifts. Lower down. And hinge back. Last one, hinge. Left arm lifts. We lower down. And we come back up. We're going to try 2 with double arms. Take a breath in, hinge, hinge, hinge. Lift both arms, lower, and return. Final one, hinge. Lift both arms, lower down, and return. And then bring the knees and feet together. Reach the arms in front of you. Deep C curve, roll down through the spine and come all the way back to our starting position. If you've been a member for a while, you know that I love coming full circle back to where we started. So heels are in line with the sit bones, the knees are bent, and resting the arms down by your side. Take a breath in through the nose, sink the lower back into the mat. So that should feel really nice for the lower back. And then you're going to push through those feet, lift those hips, press the hands into the mat beside you to give you that support. And then roll down from the back of the heart, the middle back, the lower back. Breath in through the nose. Tilt your pelvis, press your feet, lift your hips. And roll down through the spine. 2 more, tilt the pelvis, lift all the way up. And roll all the way down. And then just bring your feet together and bring your knees out nice and wide. Resting the hands onto the belly. And we're just going to finish with some breath work. So take a deep breath in through the nose. And then a deep breath out through the mouth. Deep breath in through the nose. And deep breath out. Last 2, deep breath in through the nose. And deep breath out. Last one, breath in through the nose. And then big sigh out. Bring those knees together. Hug the knees in towards your chest. And I want you to circle the knees. Keep the lower back pressed into the mat. And then circle the knees round the other way. Drop the feet to the mat. Roll the knees to one side. Roll onto one side. And just push yourself very slowly all the way up to seated. Gorgeous. Well done, guys, for completing that spine safe flow. I really, really hope you enjoyed it. It just helps with spine ability and strength, and also just supporting everything around. So as I said, supporting the glutes, strengthening the core with our toe taps. And it's a wonderful flow to do in the morning, lunchtime, or before you're settling down for the evening. But as I said, I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you soon for another flow.